Hey guys, Barry here, and welcome back to the IGS podcast show. And today is quite exciting. I wanted Perry on the show for 20 years now, and he finally comes on. Perry, what the hell?
The Barry and Perry Show.
That should be a thing.
It should be. I've always wanted to do that. In due
Yeah.
time, I will.
Yeah. So yeah, tell me, like, how is you and your family doing? You all doing good?
Perfect. Yeah, yeah, totally. It's been luckily with jobs, and I already worked from home anyway.
Yeah.
So, and my wife got to, we're doing fine on all that. So, and my baby's fine. So yeah, it's really good actually. How are you doing over there?
Everything is great, thanks, I guess. But I mean, like I'm stuck working in, retail front line in a shop, and
Yeah.
it's just nuts, mental. People buying the essentials as such.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, what's so funny? So, okay, so I have a bidet. Do you have a bidet or a bidet? Do you know what a bidet is?
I've heard of them. I don't know what it is.
Okay, it's an amazing thing that I think it got lost in the shuffle through time, but it's definitely it's an evolved toilet, and that cleans you with water instead of using toilet paper. Right?
Oh,
it's way better. You're way cleaner.
It was up.
Yeah.
It
goes up. Yeah, it's amazing.
We haven't got it personally, but I remember going to a restaurant.
So.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Go on.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So it sounds so funny because, it's so funny. It's such a funny thing, but it's so much better than a toilet, and you use very much less toilet paper in that sense. So when this whole thing hit, we were like, we get toilet paper like once a year. So, and of course, like this whole thing, everyone goes crazy for toilet paper, and then I actually ran out of toilet paper and went out and bought it was just madness. So I was actually kind of mad. I was like, that's the one inconvenience of this whole quarantine for me was the toilet paper. That's pretty good.
That, I guess, toilet paper scenario was everywhere around the world. Really, it's ridiculous.
Isn't that crazy?
It's like people, like, I get bulk buying, but I mean, to the point where they're buying nearly fucking everything in the shop.
Right.
I
know. I feel like I feel like the big, like Procter and Gamble, all the big companies are like, we love this quarantine. Like people are buying everything.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So Perry, tell us a bit about yourself. I guess like we've been friends. Well, a good while now, but I mean, like, we never even got the chance to get, to know each other properly. As such, because, like, we both have busy lives, me, I guess, doing the YouTube thing, working, a job as well. You have family working in the video game industry, which is really damn cool. And, of course, I want to talk about, Atooi, Chicken Wiggle Workshop / Hatch Tales. But, like,
Chicken Wiggle Workshop is no more.
Of course, yes. Yeah. That's why I said, hash.
Yeah, Hatch Tales.
Yeah, Hatch Tales, yeah. But,
it's funny, I just went through recently, and I was like, all of our folders and stuff that I'm saving stuff in, it says, I'm like redoing it saying Hatch Tales and stuff. Like, because I keep saying Chicken Wiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I kind of got in through, I host a podcast at NintendoWorldReport.com. Called Talk Nintendo Podcast. Here, I just saw this right here. There you go.
Right here,
and
if you can see it there, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah. So I host that with my buddy Casey, and I did a couple games on the Wii U, and I for some just small gigs and stuff, and then got in touch with Jules through our podcast, and then we kind of met through there, and then through that connection, I started to do some music for him, and then so then I'm starting to design games at Atooi now, and it's pretty insane. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's actually a dream come true and incredibly fun all the time.
That's awesome. Like, I just love that, the fact that you're a gamer as well, which, like, it's incredible. and like you compose music, and I love like we're both musicians, but like you are going full out on it, making music for games.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's what's funny is like it's this is what's so crazy is that like, whatever, 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago at my house before this one, I remember like listening and playing Mutant Muds and being like, this music is so freaking sweet. I just
Mm.
remember like being like, this is so awesome. And it actually made me be like, you know what? I want to make music for video games. And now it's really funny because that game actually was the game that made me want to do that. And now I'm actually working at that company, like with that company. It's kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
pretty fun stuff.
Well, I'm sure Jules is watching, and Jules, thanks for watching, buddy. I love Jules. We talk every now and then.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, don't mind me asking, what games did you do on Wii U anyway, yourself? Which small games?
There was a game called Block. Block. It
Oh,
was just a
was it
kind of like a
BLOC,
Pong
was it?
BLOC.
Oh, yeah, I have that. Yeah, I have footage on the channel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There you go. Yeah, I did the music for that game.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, and then well, on the I've done some music for just a few apps on the App Store, including Night Fight, I guess Night Fight. But then there's some other small ones, and then just for other various projects. Probably nothing like some working with some animation studios, doing apps through there. So kind of more of a centralized focus on those. But yeah, so
Nice.
yeah, and then so the first one being funnily enough being Night Fright would be the first one with the Atooi that we did, and then we're doing Hatch Tales soon, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I went, and then luckily I get to work with Grant Kirkhope's stuff, which is insane.
Yeah, well, I
So
actually wanted to say that to
he's
you.
mighty,
Yeah.
he's mighty good.
Yeah. And like don't take offense. Like Grant is like the king of composing music in the games industry, probably. Arguably, I think give or take he is. Him and David Wise, are like maybe in the western, part of the world.
Yeah, I'd say they're the most famous. I mean, to me, they're the most famous Western composers. Yeah, I would say they would.
And like the fact that they've had their music featured in games like Smash Bros. I guess that's like their kind of recent stuff. With Nintendo. And then like of course Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and then Mario and Rabbids. It's nuts. What those guys are doing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're insanely talented. Yeah, I mean, like seriously, Donkey Kong, even Donkey Kong Country, David Wise is on the Super Nintendo. That soundtrack is so essential to my life. So
it's the first game I ever played.
Like, didn't Grant do GoldenEye?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like the best game ever. Like growing up, I loved playing GoldenEye. So So yeah, it's cool. It's cool to be. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because my goal with Hatch Tales is to make it so people don't know that I'm. My goal is to not be known in Hatch Tales and to think that I want people to think that it's Grant. He probably doesn't want that, but
I know, I get that, but I mean, it's the fact that you like. I guess maybe I don't know if you feel this way. Do you feel kind of pressured? What, like as in like you have to? No,
because No, it's just super fun. It's just ridiculous.
No, but I mean, like the fact that you have like Grant is working on some of the songs in the game, like the fact that you have like I'm not putting you down, but I mean like the quality of his work. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I when I accepted the project, I honestly knew that I could do it. So
good.
I honestly, and like not to sound like like a bragging or something. I just mean, but yeah, like I really have not felt pressured because it's just been really, honestly, it's been like ridiculously fun to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like if you accept a project, and you can do it, and then you get this opportunity, it's just, it's like a dream come true type thing. So yeah, it hasn't been a pressuring thing. It's just been like, let's do this, baby, the whole time. So it's been really fun, and I haven't really done anything to this extent before. So putting it together, I mean, to this, I'm also an actual record producer for some people, and I'm getting a big huge project that I wrote that's a country album done for a guy, and that was just completely different. Like everything's real, where I don't tell anyone, but I actually don't have a symphony recording this stuff for me. It's all fake.
Really?
Yeah, it's not real.
Oh my God.
But don't tell anyone. Okay, keep that between us two. We're not live, right?
You're live in my head.
Oh, okay. Good.
But no, that's incredible though. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. And like, do you
Hey, man.
feel the challenge for different styles? Have you a way of doing things yourself that makes it work, or
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's what's so funny, right? Is like the Grant Kirkhope is, in David Wise, it's funny because that, especially like playing through, if you listen to Hatch Tales' song, that the tune from the Kickstarter that Grant did, I mean, it's so cool because it's so perfect because Hatch Tales, started off with being, kind of a combination of Banjo Kazooie, the guy with the guy riding on his back, kind of just emulating that. But of course, Chicken Wiggle's OST didn't really. It was kind of going for more of a, more 16-bit style rather than like a 64 style. So how cool have this coming here, and then you have Grant do the tune, and it sounds like Banjo Kazooie, Mario and Rabbids. It sounds like the same orchestra, and it sounds like the same people doing it. So coming to that, it's funny that Grant was one of my influences too, just in listening to music as well. So it's funny that, yes, like I felt like I could put my own influence into the song, which I did in all of them. And it's just kind of funny because I think that we mesh really well.
Yeah, of course.
Coming down to it, because it's like this kind of like a circle where it's like, well, he influenced me, so I kind of sound like I kind of mesh with him well because he influenced me. So it's like one of those things. So yeah. But the whole project was definitely like not a strict thing. It was definitely like I got to do whatever I wanted, with this, like make it like this is kind of our goal, and let's have fun with that. So it's just been fun the entire time, like just literally the entire. The only thing that sucks is dealing with software. That's the only thing, right? Like that's the only thing.
I thought you were
like
going to
just
say
like filling up
with Jules. I'm only messing.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just like, my goodness, like everything can be working perfectly, and then something goes wrong, and you have to blah blah blah. And anyway, but that's the only thing. But as far as the project, it's just so much fun. So yeah,
nice. Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, I guess I do have to thank you for a couple of things personally, and the first thing I want to thank you for is getting everything for me for Impact Direct. You've really helped me with that there. I remember, like, earlier on, with the whole Chicken Wiggle workshop reveal for the Switch, the images and stuff, and the music. It was incredible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really thank you for that there, because you helped me with that there. And of course, the second
You're
thing
very welcome.
is the Starlink statues. The fucking the stands even.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. They're all over here.
You like that game? That's amazing.
Obsessed.
Yeah, you got them and everything.
Of course, obsessed.
You got all that stuff. Oh, there they are.
Love it.
Yeah, you're obsessed with that game. Yeah,
obsessed.
Man. That's cool.
Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, I still have yet to play that game. I know. I haven't.
Yeah,
that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
But what's so funny? Like the main reason why I didn't get that game when it came out. This is gonna sound so stupid, but this is like deep dive into my psychology, which is that disgusting banner on the top of the front of the cover.
Oh,
the cover that said that download only, which they've gotten rid of now. But what was even the more annoying point of that was that it was inside of a box. Did they even sell that separately? I don't even think they did sell Starlink separately.
So Starlink, the game came with the starter bundle. That was everything in it.
Yeah.
And the only way to get the game separately was digitally on the eShop.
Exactly.
So
why do they have to have that why couldn't they have that on the box on the outside? This is sounding like crazy collector's snob, I know, but it's just it ruined like that cover for me because it's so ugly. It's like when you open the game and like it just has like it's like a white background with all the disgusting text in there. Like it's
Yeah.
like you can't even print on the other side. It's just kind of, and it's so funny because I just and I saw gameplay of that game, like that game looks amazing, like
Mm-hmm.
really cool. And Star Fox is in it, and that's unbelievable. You know, like that franchise is represented in there. So
Yeah.
anyway, isn't that funny? I think that's a funny. I don't know why, but like it's all about perspectives, Barry.
Of course.
All these perspectives, you know what I mean? It's like can influence you in certain ways and blah blah blah. So,
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Nice. Great game. You should play it after the show. Just go play it.
I really should. I really should. Yeah, no, that's a good. It's one of those things I just never think about it,
Yeah.
and then I think about it like sometimes when I can't play it. But yeah, I really should.
Yeah. Yeah, so tell me what all instruments do you play anyway? Like I see you have a keyboard there, guitar, just behind you. That's
Yeah. I play anything with strings. It's all the same. And then piano, great. I learned piano from my grandma when I was little, and then I took like viola uh, throughout school and college, and then taught myself to play guitar, and then kind of intertwined that all together. So, all the little like band. I was in a bluegrass band for a long time,
nice.
and playing banjo and mandolin and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, and I even for this last record used a pedal steel, which is this instrument back here,
Yeah.
which has 24 strings and it's insane, but it's really really fun to play with. It's just incredibly hard to play, but yeah, it's funny. This record that I was doing, we bought the pedal steel to do it, and come to find out, the guy that I'm doing the record for, he's his best friend invented
Oh
that.
wow.
Yeah, it's like the most random thing, and yeah, so it came down to it, and then he hadn't played for years, and it's just kind of just a really weird coincidence, and yeah. Anyway, I thought that was kind of crazy,
That's cool. That's really
but yeah.
cool. Yeah, so like
What are you up to?
me, I'm talking
Yeah.
to you.
Oh, that's right.
Obviously. No, I guess just like I'm off work today, so I actually okay, this is gonna sound bad. I had the intention of getting up early, do some shopping, and then go record whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
I got up at a decent enough time, had a shave, cleaned myself up, went to Dunn Stores here, no relation to me unfortunately. Waited maybe about 20 minutes or so for the queue to get into the place, done shopping, and just played some Animal Crossing. Just was being lazy all day.
What's
It's
wrong with that?
I know exactly. Like
It's a day off. Yeah.
I love Animal Crossing, but I think the thing now that I'm not happy with is I think we need more shops and even more upgrades.
Mm. Yeah, of course. We definitely do. And and you're talking about Animal Crossing, right? You're not talking about real life shops.
Yes, of course.
Right?
They're the
Yeah,
exact
okay,
same
yeah.
thing.
Like upgrades. We need more upgrades in life.
In life in general.
Um, yeah, no, absolutely. It's funny because I didn't get to really plunge into Animal Crossing like I thought I would. Like my wife has played it like 180 hours or something.
Wow.
But I don't know how many hours I put into it, but I just been able to dip. I've been enjoying it really as a nice, just kind of decompressing therapy game. Not that I have a strenuous day, but it's just really nice at the end to just pick up and go fishing. And so for me, it's kind of been perfect, because I still haven't gotten like a lot of the different things, even though I'm playing it consistently, but I don't have like the Able sisters and yet, and KK, and but only because like I felt like I want to go at my own pace and just kind of get there when I get there, and kind of because I was kind of anticipating this because I figured that something like it can't keep going at this pace and keep going. And it's just, yeah, I do think their rollout of stuff is really weird, and that whole that Bunny Day stuff was terrible. But
Yeah.
luckily, that's when I really wasn't playing. So, but it was just so funny. Like, my wife was just like fed up with it, just
Yeah.
totally
Yeah, of course.
like,
Yeah.
this is so annoying. Like, I'm not even gonna go around and do anything. But I wasn't playing around then, so I mean, I was just barely. So I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. But yeah, I get to the point where, I mean, it's crazy how much they've taken out of of New Leaf.
I
You
know,
know,
right?
crazy.
It
They
feels
took
so
so
bare
much out.
compared
I
to
mean,
New Leaf.
yeah, I mean, couldn't you swim in
Yeah.
New Leaf?
Yeah.
And then like the island that you can go to and play all those games with
Yeah.
your friends and stuff. Yeah, like where where'd that go? Like, isn't that weird? I think it's really interesting how they've just, I think, and getting to a more extent, like Nintendo's philosophy ever since the Switch has come out has been like bare minimum. Like, and like with going from their operating system on the Switch, which I will be the first one to say I think is a beautiful looking operating system, and I think it's better than Xboxes and PS4s. I'm just going to say that, but it's not. But that doesn't give it an excuse to be way worse than the Wii U's. I mean, the Wii U's operating system was amazing.
Yeah.
The eShop was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The eShop on the Switch has virtually been untouched. They've had a couple of up, dude. When it launched, you couldn't even save your credit card info on the Switch. Do you remember that? Remember the dark days of that? Luckily, there weren't that many games coming out, so it wasn't bad. But now it's like, I mean, but it's slow, it's choppy, it
Mm.
doesn't, and it's not as good, and you can't find anything, and you look at developers and stuff, and how are you supposed to get your games out there? How are you supposed to get them known? I mean, there's literally like, here are the best things that are selling. Here is the number one ranked. Here's the new releases. So it's just a different world, So I don't know. It's obviously working for Nintendo, I assume, since they're on top of the world right now. But like I said, I think that goes into Animal Crossing, like we were talking about. I think that it feels the same way, where it's like everything is just so, they get their core hook of the crafting, which I like. I love the island idea. Starting from scratch is really cool. But yeah, it's like they really kind of step back and they're like, you know what? Let's just use it as a service and just take everything out and put it in when we need it to extend the life of this game.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best selling games of all time for Nintendo,
It,
right?
it,
I
it's
mean, isn't it?
it has
Isn't it the
already
biggest launch?
something like that. Like it's already reached lifetime sales of the game alone in a matter of
Yeah.
weeks. It's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just so, and of course, world situation put into account there. Switch situation just being, the definite, the Switch is bigger. I mean, it's going to be creeping up on the 3DS sales pretty soon,
Yeah.
which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And put that in perspective, 3DS since 2011. So he's put that. I mean, the zeitgeist of the Switch is just insane right now. Can't even find them anywhere. Like on my Craigslist or like the Facebook Marketplace around here, it's just like everyone's selling them for high prices. Um, so just crazy. So it's just hard to fault them for anything. But as like a snobby Nintendo enthusiast psycho as myself, I can't help but like wonder like what happened to the eShop? What happened to the fun? Like look at the 3DS's output. Look at those games on 3DS. What's Nintendo doing right now is my question. What are they doing? I have no idea. I mean, and I've been asking that, I think in 2017, when everything came out and it was like the greatest year of all time for games in history. Okay, cool. And it's like, man, they really boom burned through everything there. So it's like, what are they doing? And in 2018 was just like a year, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's some good stuff, but it was just like, okay, but I gave it to him because it's like 2017 was insane. I get it. 2018, put out Super Mario Party and call it good. And then 2019 was still kind of like, Luigi's Mansion 3, which was great, but where's the big juicy Nintendo stuff? And finally we get to Animal Crossing, which is a big juicy Nintendo game, but even that is like you said, it's like lacking so much stuff. I mean, get the point. It's like I want some new stuff there.
Yeah.
So it's just really interesting because I always think like Nintendo surely is going to show us what's going on, and then we randomly drop the Origami King. It's like, okay, that's awesome. Like let's I'm all on board. Let's do it. still doesn't explain. And even if they're like, yeah, we're re-releasing every single Mario game under the sun this year for the anniversary, that still doesn't explain what Nintendo's doing, you know. But it's just interesting because, like, obviously, HD game development, obviously that's, I mean, it's a new era. Developing a game for the Switch, I assume, is a lot more expensive than developing it for the 3DS. But look at the 3DS's game catalog, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's the best catalog of all time. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, even the Wii U's catalog is amazing. I mean, most of the best Switch games are Wii U games.
I don't
And
get
it's
that
like,
at all.
what is going on?
See, okay,
You know?
okay, I've asked Bobby this, right? Okay, do you think if they released New Leaf HD, for talk's sake, on the Wii U, would it have sold Wii U consoles?
Yeah, I have no idea. I honestly, yeah, I feel like the Wii U was kind of doomed from the start. I think they knew that really quickly. I think they didn't. I think that was I think that I love the Wii U. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, so do I.
The name is the
Terrible.
worst name. The worst name you could have popped. When that came out, that E3, I was like, that literally is the worst name I could have ever imagined.
Yeah, like
I remember thinking
if they
that.
had called it like the Nintendo U, say, instead of like take out the Wii name, no problem.
Oh, anything, literally the Wii 2, the U, anything would have been better. The Super Wii, the Wii Ultra, Wii U. How much more confusing can you get? And I'm serious. It's like, and then, you get people going,
I know.
and then, and the system, and then on top of that confusion, the system had no clear. It had like 5 pillars that was awesome about it, but not one clear idea. Like, okay, so you can play HD games off the screen, okay, but like some games you can't do that because you're doing the asymmetric gameplay, you know. So it's just, I mean, like I said, I was hook, line, sink from the get go. I remember I skipped school to download, the update for Nintendo Land, back in college and stuff like that. And I was all there and I enjoyed it and I love the Wii U. But it's like, it's such an obvious marketing fail. And so you look, but then the system had some inherent flaws. Now, like, jumping to the Switch, how crazy is that jump? How crazy is it, like, that the Wii U with that big, huge, bulky gamepad, which was very comfortable and had a working D-pad.
Yes.
Which you can't say about the Switch. But you put that disc in system, it's like, how is the Switch so much more capable in that, like, 5 years right there? The difference is, it's pretty remarkable. It's kind of crazy. Like, you look at, like, from Nintendo to Super Nintendo to 64. I don't know. I feel like the biggest console change could be the Wii U to the Switch, even though, yes, it plays like the same kind of games, but what the console physically is unbelievable. Mm-hmm. So,
okay, so,
but yeah, I think, yeah.
Speaking of Wii U, sorry, I don't know. I can't remember if I showed you 10 things Wii U does better than Nintendo Switch video that I done. It was
no, I haven't seen that.
Okay, so basically, it was okay. There, like, 10 things are done. I feel to this day that the touch capabilities, the touch screen is better on Wii U compared to Switch. Like, I know Switch has a better screen overall. I get that, for touching, but for a stylus,
for looks,
yeah, for a stylus, no, DS, Wii U, screen,
yes,
way better.
Yes, I know. Oh, you're preaching to the choir, dude. I have always said this, and when the Wii U came out, I was so glad it did not have who likes touch screens on a phone for playing games? No one likes that. The DS, having the stylus, typing stuff and being able to draw stuff, man, that would have been, that's so much better. Totally. And I wish the Switch had a stylus and had that kind of, I don't think they can. And obviously it's a way different machine then. And I think it's probably, for marketing wise, it was probably a good idea they didn't have it and everything. But selfishly, if it was designed for me, yeah, totally. Touchscreen way better, like Super Mario Maker, perfect instance of why.
Yeah,
that game is way better,
But see, like, there's the thing though
on the Wii U.
Yeah, like, if they had released that game earlier on in the cycle, Wii U cycle, it would have sold systems, no problem. Way too late. Okay, can you name one game, right? Literally one game that Nintendo uses all the features on the gamepad and on the screen. Every feature on the
Uh,
gamepad.
in Nintendo Land, probably.
Yeah.
Game and Wario, maybe.
Okay. Anything else?
Let me think. Nintendo Land, Game and Wario, and then like they're basically their party games, right? Like Wii U, We Party U, whatever.
Yeah.
We Fit You. But those are, like I said, nothing big, nothing really big, you know.
Yeah. There
I
is.
mean, I don't think so.
Indies have done a better job on Wii U than Nintendo. Okay, check out Tropical Freeze, for example, on Wii U. Black screen on the gamepad.
Oh yeah.
They could have easily had like the map from A to B on the bottom or something to show your progress.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all.
I think that's obvious. I think that was just like I think that they knew. I think even at that early time, by the end of that cycle, when remember that there was a big delay before Freeze came out.
Yeah.
I think they knew that the Wii U was doomed and it didn't matter. I think that they knew that we didn't need to spend all this development time on doing something like that. We can save memory without doing anything on there, and we're going to release it on the Switch on the next one anyway. I think they knew that. I mean, I don't know that, but I think so because it makes sense to me. So, yeah, I know, and like I said, I think that obviously Nintendo, where their heart is at their software, and on their hardware, it's crazy how the Wii U had all, like, it was just everything was in that thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it had a microphone and a touch screen and then you could in a gyro thing, and you could take it, and there are some really fun things on that system. It's a lot more fun, right? A lot more kiddie, a lot more Wii like, really refined on the Switch. So yeah, it's very interesting how they went, how like the difference between, I mean, what a crazy difference, the Wii U to the Switch, I think. I mean, just different eras, you know.
Like, okay, Zelda, why did they remove the map from the Wii U gamepad?
That exact same reason.
Like,
because they knew that the Wii U version didn't matter. And then why would I devote all my but why would they devote all the resources to the game no one's going to buy, or that maybe a fraction of the audience buys, when they can't use it in the new one? I mean, they're not going to do that. You know what I mean?
Are they like?
I think it's amazing it came out on the Wii U. I think it's amazing it even came out on the Wii U.
Okay. Here's something that actually came into my head. Right? Do you think they were afraid that people would have bought the Wii U version over the Switch because of the map?
Could be. Yeah, I bet that was definitely a part of it. Yeah, I bet it's like, they don't want the Switch version to look like the dumbed down version.
Yeah,
for sure. And you don't want to put that. On your dedicated fans. You don't want to put that decision on their backs, because it's like, I don't want to pick between like the lesser version on the Switch between the Wii U. So I bet that was definitely a reason they wanted it on parity with each other, for sure, because you don't want to weaken the Switch entry and go, well, actually the better entry is not. It's kind of like they almost had that with the Twilight Princess on the Wii and the GameCube, because the flip flop that they did because of the Wiimote, you know. But I think that's a really good point. I think that was probably just another reason why they nixed it. So, because they did show it off. They showed off that game. They showed it at E3. They showed off the map and everything.
Yeah,
and it was cool. Yeah. Unfortunate
though. That is sad news.
But luckily, that game was amazing. I mean, I love Breath of the Wild. What a crazy launch game.
Yeah, incredible.
Insane. Yeah.
Actually, it's funny that you're wearing a limited run T-shirt. So soon enough, we'll be getting the Atooi collection on 3DS.
Yes. How amazing is that?
From limited run.
How amazing is that?
I'm buying it.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, you are. Oh my goodness, dude! I am so pumped about that.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped about it. Yeah. Unfortunately, and I'm kicking myself as I didn't force Jules to let me do a song on that. I could have done a 3DS
Not
game.
even on the menu. Like, even for the menu.
I know. I was like, I know. It just kills me, but it's okay. I've made my peace with it over the past year, so
over the past year.
okay. But yeah, dude, that's coming out. That's coming out. I mean, I don't know anything about when the date's coming out, but it's definitely been moving. It's a lot of fun. Love
Yeah.
hearing about it. I can't wait to have that game. That I mean, and have you seen the cover? I mean, you've seen it.
Yeah,
How
I've seen it.
sweet
Yeah.
is that cover? Anyway, yeah. What a crazy collection. Yeah, I love limited run games. They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that they're doing a 3DS game. And they said that if it goes well, they're going to do more, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
Barry, if you could pick a game for them to do on 3DS, what would it be?
Okay, I'm going to be selfish here and say,
Okay.
well, I guess in a good way, I'm going to help out Silver Falls developer, Silver Falls Street End Stars, because that's on 3DS. So I'd give it to them. It's a horror game on 3DS.
What's it called?
Silver Falls 3 Down Stars.
Oh, okay.
So that
I've
came
never
out.
heard of that game.
Well, yeah, this is Nintendo for you. Like, Nintendo said that they would support. Okay, I actually had this conversation with Jules. They said that they would support Silver Falls, the game that came out this year at the start of the year on new 3DS. But Nintendo done nothing, not even a retweet from the developer, like nothing at all to help them out.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, 3DS, man. I mean, 3DS releases now.
I
3DS
know,
releases
unfortunately,
3 years ago.
yeah. But like it is,
It's unfortunate because the 3DS is the best system of all time. I mean, it is by far my favorite system. It's just perfect. I think it's Nintendo wrapped up in perfection. I think the 3DS is. Yeah, that is a shame. I know. I was trying to think of I'm trying to think of a good game because a lot of the good 3DS games been getting ports, other stuff, but how freaking sweet would Steamroll Dig or Heist or Dig 2 even Dig 2?
Yeah.
That would be a sweet release. There's probably some other ones I'm thinking of. I will say Dementium remastered would be freaking sweet too.
Just give me a Switch release and then I'd be happy.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah. That's a tiny project. That doesn't require that many things.
But
I wish, dude. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen it. That I own an American 3DS system.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I actually imported. Yeah,
region locked.
I know that's. I just can't be arsed,
That is the thing that really stinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy lots of British games or UK games, and so that's so awesome. I love that about the Switch being one of the best things is that it's not region locked. That is the one downfall of the 3DS, in my opinion.
Yeah, big time.
Is that
region lock?
Yeah.
Do you buy off? Is it Super Rare Games?
Sorry, what?
Do
I buy Super Rare Games?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're England. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I have I have a lot of their games. I have a big stack of them actually. Yeah.
I'm sure George is very happy.
Huh?
I'm sure George, yeah.
They're obviously, we all know their best release though. Mutant Months Collection.
I have it.
It actually is the coolest release, I'm gonna say it. And it has the O-ring on it. And I don't know why all their games, I told George all their games should have an O-ring because they're so awesome. They look so sweet. You agree. You have to agree.
No, it is pretty damn cool. It is.
It's amazing, yeah.
Where is it here? I have it here somewhere. I can't find it. Sorry, it's there, but I can't get it though. It's stuck.
It's okay.
Yeah, but it's so cool that George is doing that. Switch games too, and the fact that he is doing bloody SteamWorld. The fact that he released SteamWorld Quest. On it. I have that there. I actually own all the physical SteamWorld games, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, they have some pretty cool ones. Yeah, I know. They did the Wii U. There's that collection on Wii U, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be a perfect, cool release and that's what that does stink with limited run, right? With the 3DS, is that a Atooi collection will be region locked. That's the one I always forget about that, but I live in North America, so it won't be a problem for me, and it won't be a problem for Barry because he has a North American 3DS.
Or
He
actually,
probably
hold
already
on.
has the games already. So
Okay, so is it North American or is it Canadian? Because I have the Galaxy one, the Galaxy style, new 3DS system.
I don't know.
I think that's
I mean,
Canadian.
I think yeah, maybe it
Well,
is.
whatever. Yeah, but it's pretty fucking cool though.
But you know what Canada is, right? America's hat.
And there is no America without that hat. I'm joking. I,
Exactly.
I love Canadians and Americans.
Me too.
Good people.
I love everyone, Barry. I love everyone.
Yeah, include me.
I do. Over
Thanks.
in Ireland,
Yeah.
I don't talk to many people from Ireland.
Yeah? How
I don't know
come?
if I've ever even talked to someone with an authentic Irish accent.
Okay, I guess, oh, obviously I do have an Irish accent, but I mean, like, okay, but this is weird. I've had people to me in my shop, like, asking, some woman in particular, asked if I lived in London for a while. I'm like, no. I don't know where she's getting the English accent from at all.
Yeah.
You
No, I don't
know,
hear an English accent.
no,
Yeah.
but and see, it doesn't help. Like when you do stage work, you know, because you kind of maybe eventually come across, you know, you maybe talk a certain way because you said some maybe a few words in whatever accent, you know.
Hmm.
Like there was a time where I was doing Wizard of Oz, and you know, like
Hmm.
one of the words was their descendants, kind of, you know, in that kind of voice, and I couldn't say it properly without the accent, you know. I just in my head the whole time.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I know that it's funny because I live in the Midwest in America, and I think that we're known to not have like really any accent at all. I've heard that a lot of like broadcast, like a lot of anchors, like news
Mm.
anchors, like will be hired from the Midwest because their voices are really it-
Monotone is it
they're
or
so they're just so recognizable. They're so relatable, like in kind of
yeah,
every aspect of it, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure there's lots of different. Is there lots of dialects in Ireland,
Oh,
like of different people that talk differently? I
oh,
love that.
it's mad. Like if you like even my town, like in Dundalk, if you go to like a certain area, you know,
Hmm.
neighborhood, it's changed like that. It's just mad.
Oh, really?
It's so
Even by the
funny.
neighborhood.
Well, no,
That
no,
is
no,
awesome.
no. I'm saying that there just for you to understand. Sorry,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but no, but it's just weird. Like I said this before. Like, how the hell do accents, you know, come about at all?
It's amazing, right? It's a bunch of people start saying something some way, and I mean, you know, I've noticed like with my friends, if I hang out with my friend enough, I'll start picking up on some of his
Yeah, yeah.
dialect. You know what I mean? Like I hung out with Jules for like a week once, and I would just talk. I just had a British accent after that.
Yeah.
And I had to be therapied out of that.
Fucking hell, you fucking cunt. You know. Hold on, wait, if we can get
Yeah.
it here. There
What do
we
you got? There it is.
if you can get it to bloody come on.
I know it's hard. We're that close.
God damn it.
I see Max there.
Yeah. Hello Max. Yeah, it's cool that Jules is Max in Animal Crossing. Dressed up.
I know.
It's so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so okay, so what the hell is happening with this VIP party? Like you said that you're the biggest Hatch Sales fan ever.
I absolutely am.
Hatchalutely.
I have proof. I have proof.
Well, because you work for Atooi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I am. What's going on at the party? It's totally happening.
yeah.
It'll happen when the release date's announced. But yeah, dude,
Can I
I
come
cannot
over?
wait for Hatch Tales to be released. Yeah, you're coming, right?
Yeah, but I mean, with the whole, you know, fucking virus.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. You can come. It's fine. Just hold your breath on the
I'm,
plane.
I'm gone. I'm dead.
Or get a gas mask. Barry, you would get a gas mask.
Well, maybe I'm immune like Ellie from The Last of Us.
There you go. Yeah. Well,
Speak,
you'll be fine.
speaking
You'll be
of,
fine. I mean,
you getting the,
you're a healthy young man. What?
are you getting The Last of Us Part 2?
I don't have a PS4.
Perry.
Yeah, I had one. I bought one. And and I traded it for an Xbox One because I can't stand the controller, and I do not like the DualShock controller. I hate where those analog sticks are.
Yeah, I get
But
that. Yeah,
actually, the DualShock 4 is actually really comfortable. It's way more comfortable than like all the previous ones. But
yeah.
the
Oh, big
Xbox is a
time. Yeah.
lot better. But I don't even play those anymore. I mean, I have an Xbox. I haven't played it. I haven't played a game on it for like probably 4 years. So
Wow.
I know.
Did you even
I don't have
update it
time.
since?
I update it because I watch I have a server that I put all my content on, and I watch it on there. So
Yeah.
I use it. I get all the time. In fact, I think my wife's using it right now, but it's just to watch
Nice.
TV.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So, do you have an
but no, I will
Xbox?
not be getting The Last of Us part. I did. I got that. I got the PS4 bundle with The Last of Us, and I played through like half of it, and I was like, this is unbelievably, incredibly amazing. Like production. But I just did not get hooked into the gameplay of it,
Okay, I
and
get
I
that.
just
Yeah.
wasn't. And I. But it's like, man, what an unbelievable game.
Mm.
What an unbelievable. I highly respect that game. But yeah, when is the second one coming out?
Next month, my friend. About time.
Mm,
After what, like 2 delays or something? So
is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
June 19th. So
There you go.
I've booked off work so I can get off on the 18th and
Mm,
19th because I'll get it the day beforehand. So
isn't it the best? Yeah, I remember I got work off for like the Switch launch.
yeah,
Now I can just take off any day I want to play the games. In fact, sometimes it's my job. Doing research.
yeah, of course. And speaking of your job, tell us, how you got involved with NWR, Nintendo World Report.
World Report.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was through the podcast. Actually, I reached out to like the oldest podcast of all time that's just hosted on our website, which is Radio Free Nintendo. And I was a big listener of them, and I reached out to Johnny, the host at the time, and said, "Hey, like I'd love to write a song for you guys." And he said, "Cool." And so I sent them some stuff, and then like, yeah, this is cool, and that's what they've used for the past. I can't even imagine. I think they're on episode like 600 and almost 700 or something probably, and they've
Wow.
used it since episode 400. So for the past 5 years, I guess, which is insane. So they're hosted there, and then so I knew some people from staff, and then I met my friend Casey on like we had like a game night where we played Splatoon, and it was amazing. And we were playing Splatoon, and then we became friends with Casey through there, and then we played through Triforce Heroes. Have you played that? Zelda
I
Triforce
Oh,
Heroes
I
for
played the
3DS.
demo, I think.
You have to play it with
A friend.
people. You have
Yeah,
to play.
yeah.
You have to get two friends
I don't
and
have
play
two
through
friends. I only have you.
it. Dude, I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. I mean,
Zelda
knowing
is
it's not really
overrated.
like a mainline. It what?
Zelda is overrated.
Oh, you're not a big Zelda fan?
Only mess. No, I actually the first proper Zelda Zelda game I played is Twilight Princess.
Oh yeah,
I,
yeah,
I,
and
I,
that's a good one, but I think that's one of the. I mean, Wind Waker, dude. Have you played Wind Waker?
actually I had it for Wii U. It didn't do anything for me. I sold it.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, wow.
Sorry.
Harry. No, anyway, we
Link's
met
crossbow
through that
training.
and we played through that. There you go. That's the best one.
Yeah.
And then so we just we were kind of we just started a podcast on the site. We asked NWR if we could host on there. They said yeah. And then so we started there, and then I can't remember how much longer after. It must have been a few months. And they asked us to join the staff on there. So that's what happened. So yeah, it was fun. So
Yeah.
I've been working on there ever since. Do some reviews and stuff. We do a weekly podcast, so we've done it every single week. Yeah, I did. It's funny because I did have to miss a week when my daughter was born.
Of course, yeah.
That's the only week though.
Yeah, but it's
And Casey
priority.
just, of course it is. Yeah, I didn't care at the time, but I do now. I think back and I'm like, man, I should have like recorded something and like sent it to him, just like a 15 seconds.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's kind of a fun joke. But he just got engaged. So we'll see come honeymoon time if he says he's not gonna miss an episode, but we'll see. But yeah, we've been to PAX a few times, and we were we were going to go to the Long Island Gaming Expo. We got invited to do a panel there in August, but that got, I don't know the deal yet. I don't know exactly, but I don't think it's happening yet, but I think it might be happening digital. I don't know. Something like that's happening, but that does. Oh, and I was supposed to go to Canada. Speaking of Canada, I was supposed to go there and do a panel there and at the XP Summit, and that got canceled. So yeah, that I forgot about that. That sucks. Stupid virus. Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's all right.
But yeah, so that's how NWR is. So yeah, we've been hosted there, and it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, I love Nintendo World Report.
Perry, thanks for coming on the show. I much appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. Sorry it took so long.
No, it's fine. Like I know,
and,
obviously we haven't finished
I'm happy to
yet.
come on.
Yeah, like I know. Like I remember watching this video of you ages ago. It's like I was laughing my ass off with the cat. Was it the green screen thing you were doing? The green screen behind you, and the cat popped in. You were doing some unboxing, and the cat.
Or is it my dog? Was it the dog? Was it the bulldog?
Oh, it might have been.
I can't remember.
Yeah, sorry, it might have been.
Yeah, it must have been a bulldog. Yeah. Yeah.
What game was that again?
That was for little
oh, was
Little Friends?
Little Friends, yeah, that was it, yeah.
That was called?
Cats and dogs, yeah.
So they sent me that, and so I thought, and then you get a French bulldog in the game, and I happened to be watching my brother's dog at the time, who's a cute little French bulldog. So I was like, Helena, you're joining me, and so she joined me. It was cute.
That's funny.
But yeah,
that was hilarious. Thanks for that.
So yeah, that's that. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it was fun. Thanks for having me on. I'd like to. We need to have you on Talk Nintendo.
Of course, anytime. So
seriously,
Perry, that'd be really cool. I really appreciate that. And yeah, so where can you find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Burkum. PBURKUM.
Nice. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I had great fun. You can of course check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and for more Nintendo and podcasts, keep it right here at IGS. Alright guys, see you soon. Bye bye.